Hello guys, so in this video we'll see what is data binding and what we can do with the data binding. Okay, so if you heard this word first time, so data binding is basically nothing. It's as that. And one more thing, yeah, I have already written the blog. You can check that out. I will provide link in the description. Okay, so data binding is nothing. It's a replacement of set text, set visibility. Normally when we use Java class, we have to use set text and all that kind of thing, and it will be replaced with the help of data binding. Okay, so I think it's better to explain with an example, so I will go with the example, and everything is written in this blog. You can check that out. All right, so we are going to take example of student class, and as you can see, I have just created a new brand Android project. So let me just change it to project view. And now before we start it, we need one dependency here. So that dependency I have mentioned in this block, as you can see over here. If you are using Android Studio Gradle plugin 3.6.0, you have to use this. Otherwise you have to use this build feature. Okay, I'll copy this, not all, just default build feature, and paste it inside this Android tag. Okay, so this will be the Android tag. Okay, and then sync now, and you can close this one, I think. So it's taking build, and right now, okay, right now if you run the app, I have just empty project here, as you can see, hello world. So now what we'll do, we'll create class student, since we are going to use student class. So I'll write student class. Okay, and then this student will have name, and then what do we have, and roll number. Okay, oops, some syntax, and then you have to create constructor and getter and setter. Okay, I'll insert, and that's all. And now in the XML file, since we are going to use data binding, every text should be inside layout tag. So I'm going to write, make sure this is a small L, layout tag, and we can just remove this and cut this. Okay, so I'll create one more linear layout. You can use any layout. For simplicity, I'm using this layout, and paste the text here. I'll change this text size to 24 sp, and copy this, since we need two text field, one for row number and one for name. Okay, so let me just do this, and once this layout is done, after this layout we have to create one more thing, that is data, and you can close it here. Now in data, what we need variable. So this will be the variable, and the name will be, let's just call it student item. This will be used in Java class, and the type is .uCreate. If you're not getting, okay, if you're not getting any suggestion or something, then you can just type class name directly, which is student, right? Okay, we are not getting any thing here, so you can just copy this name and then class name with it. Okay, so I'll just copy this, then what is that, student. Okay, you can do like this. Now that is done, and let me just change layout orientation to vertical here. Okay, so that's all from the XML side. Now in main activity, we can see activity main. Okay, binding, as you can see, this will be generated once your XML part is done. Activity data binding, and now we have to define this. You can remove this set content view. Instead we can write activity main binding equal to, so data binding util dot, and then as you can see, set content view. There we have to pass activity. We can pass this, and then layout, which is r dot layout dot, and then id is activity main. Okay, now we have to oops, what is that? Okay, now what we have to do, we have to create one student class to display in the layout student equal to new student, I think. Okay, and we have to pass name and row number. So let me just pass John, and then the row number will be, you can give anything here. I'll just write some random number. Okay, and student, okay, we don't have user, so activity main binding, you call it dot, then set student is there, right? So set student item you can pass, then there you will pass your student. Okay, this is coming from this object, this student item. Okay, it will create getter and setter. Okay, now let me just run the app one more time, and you should able to see John and 1 2 3 2 1 1. Okay, no, it won't come because we have to replace with this one. Okay, so my bad. So what you have to do is, since we want to display name here and row number over here, we have to replace this. Okay, and what is this? Some duplicate XML attribute. Let me just remove this one and run it again. Do we have any duplicate over here? No, some reason it's coming in number 15. Linear layout, edge parent, mesh parent. Okay, so what we can do here is we can also go with a different layout, but let me just keep it that. Let me just change this text view. I'm going to change it to what is that? So make sure you use @ and this one. Now here you want to display student name, so you write student item. Okay, dot, and then what is that? Name, right? Okay, this will be student name, and same thing, remove this one, and here we want to display student dot row number. Okay, and one more thing, so if you need a default value or something, you can provide it here, which is here. You can pass this default. Okay, and you can pass some value here, dummy name or something like that. Okay, and same thing for the row number. If you need default, make sure you put comma after that, then default equal to, then 0 or something. Okay, sorry, what is that? default, default equal to 0. Okay, that's all. Now I think we have to fix this issue, which is some layout issue. Duplicate attribute, I think it's mesh parent. I think it's good, but let me just remove this one. Okay, and keep it this as orientation as vertical only, and run it once. Probably this should be the one. Okay, so our app is running. I think it's taking some time. Okay, so our app is installing now, I think. I don't know why it is taking so much time. It's just a simple project, but it's taking some time, and I guess you will have to wait. But anyway, so you can read the same block here. Where's that? What the heck is dataBinding? Yeah, so you can read the same block here. I have defined everything in the same example. Okay, so you can go with this one also. Alright, so I think it's our app is run. So as you can see, okay, let me just, something's wrong with my this thing. Let me just open it again. Visor. Actually app is already running, but I don't know, it's not reflecting in the visor. Okay, so close this one, and there you go, we got the John and 1 2 3 2 1 1. Okay, but we haven't used single find view by ID and set X and all that kind of stuff. Okay, that's why. Alright guys, so I think that's all. I don't know, this came out of nowhere. Okay, if you are getting this kind of error, you can just invalidate cache and restart. Thank you guys, see you in the next one.